Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting nights in Hollywood, the 2025 Oscars. Picture this. It's March 2nd, 2025. The stars are walking the red carpet, cameras are flashing, and anticipation is in the air. But this year, something totally unexpected happened. A little indie film called Anora stole the show, winning Best Picture and making its director, Sean Baker, a four-time Oscar winner in one night. Who saw that coming? In this video, we're going to break down the 2025 Oscars into five big categories: the major winners, diversity highlights, the ceremony itself, technical awards, and the bigger impact. So grab some popcorn and let's get started. First up, let's talk about the biggest winners of the night. The 2025 Oscars were full of surprises, and the star of the show was Anora. If you're wondering what an indie film is, it's basically a movie made outside the big Hollywood studios, often with a smaller budget and tons of creative freedom. Anora is this gritty, Brooklyn-set story. Think of it as a strip club Cinderella tale with a twist, and it beat out some huge movies to win Best Picture. Crazy, right? The director, Sean Baker, had an amazing night. He won 4 Oscars: Best Picture as a producer, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing. That's a huge deal. Only Walt Disney has done that before. In his speech, he even gave a shout-out to his mom for introducing him to movies when he was 5. How sweet is that? The acting awards had some shocks too. Mikey Madison won Best Actress for Anora, and a lot of people thought Demi Moore was a lock for her role in The Substance. Then Adrien Brody took home Best Actor for The Brutalist, his second Oscar, beating out big names like Timothée Chalamet and Coleman Domingo. So, what do you think? Did the right people win, or were there some snubs that got you talking? Next, let's shine a spotlight on diversity because this year had some really inspiring moments. One of the best was Zoe Saldana winning Best Supporting Actress for Emilia Perez. It was her first nomination and win, and her speech was so moving. She talked about her immigrant family. Her grandma came to the U.S. in 1961, and how proud she'd be to see Zoe win for a role where she sings and speaks Spanish. Moments like that make you realize the Oscars are about more than just awards. They're about stories that connect us. Diversity popped up in other places too. The documentaries No Other Land and The Only Girl in the Orchestra won, bringing unique perspectives to the stage. And Emilia Perez, a Spanish-language musical crime comedy, had 13 nominations. It didn't win everything, but its presence showed Hollywood's opening up to international films. So, what does this mean for the future? Are the Oscars finally celebrating all kinds of voices, or is there still more to do? Now, let's talk about the night itself. Conan O'Brien hosted the Oscars for the first time, and he brought this awesome mix of humor and heart. He even touched on serious stuff like the LA wildfires from earlier in 2025, saying how movies can bring us together when things get tough. Pretty cool way to kick things off, right? The show started with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo singing a tribute to the Land of Oz, ending with Defying Gravity from Wicked. It was epic, especially since Wicked was up for 10 awards. There were also shout-outs to James Bond songs and LA firefighters, who even got to tell a few jokes on stage. And the red carpet? Stunning. We saw pastel dresses, bold reds, and Ariana's pink tulle gown stealing the show. What's your favorite Oscars moment? Fashion, performances, or something else? Okay, let's get into the technical side, the unsung heroes of filmmaking. These awards show off the behind-the-scenes magic. Dune. Part 2 won Best Sound and Best Visual Effects, and if you've seen it, you know why. It's like stepping into another world. The Substance grabbed Best Makeup and Hairstyling for its wild body horror transformations. Wicked scored Best Production Design and Best Costume Design, making Oz look as magical as ever. And Sean Baker added Best Film Editing for Anora to his haul, proving he's a jack of all trades. These wins remind us that movies aren't just about stars. They're about teams making everything look and sound amazing. Which technical win blew you away the most? Sound, visuals, or maybe those crazy costumes? Finally, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The 2025 Oscars had a mix of huge hits and smaller gems. Wicked made over $472 million in North America, way more than the other Best Picture nominees combined, but it mostly won technical awards. Meanwhile, Anora, with its tiny budget, took the top prizes. It's like the Academy said, "We love blockbusters, but we've got a soft spot for art too." What do you think? Should box office cash matter more, or is it all about the craft? The night also tied into real life. They honored LA firefighters after those wildfires, and speeches like Zoe's connected movies to our world. Sean Baker even pushed for keeping theaters alive, saying there's nothing like seeing a film on the big screen. As streaming grows, that's a big question. How do we balance the old school cinema vibe with new ways to watch? What's your take on where movies are headed? So, there you have it. The 2025 Oscars in a nutshell. From Anora's big wins to heartfelt speeches, it was a night of surprises and celebration. We saw diversity shine, technical brilliance get its due, and a ceremony that mixed fun with meaning. What do you think the future holds for the Oscars and movies? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.